Looks like people are still joining with us, so let's wait for another 2 minutes till 10:07. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Cloud Skills Challenge organized by Devaki Campus Club of NSBM in collaboration with the FOSS community of NSBM. Hope all of you are staying safe and all right. And I feel privileged to welcome our guest speaker today, Partner Technology Strategist at Microsoft, Mr. Prabhat Mana Peruma. We are thankful to you for accepting our invitation and participating in today's event, sir. In our day-to-day life, we use a plethora of Microsoft services. Microsoft Learn is one such service provided by the Microsoft Corporation. To enlighten us about Microsoft Learn and why it's important, I cordially invite Mr. Prabhat Mana Peruma. It's here to you, sir.
Hi, thank you. Good evening to all. First of all, let me share my screen. Can someone confirm whether my screen is visible in presentation mode?
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you. First of all, thank you so much for setting this up and bringing up to this level, Mr. Indrajit and organizing committee. This is the first time I'm speaking in front of NSBM student group because I've been to many universities, but this is first time for NSBM. My name is Prabhat Manapirama, currently working as the Partner Technology Strategist for Southeast Asia New Markets at Microsoft. So Cloud Skills Challenge, before going there, let me, I think the student who was giving the introduction was also mentioning about Microsoft Learn. Today, whole discussion will be based on Microsoft Learn. So what it is. If you're really trying to do a Microsoft certification SM or trying to learn something new on the Microsoft product stack or open source product stack, which is tightly integrated with Microsoft products and Microsoft ecosystem. Before going there, I would like to clear one thing. If you haven't known to this now, if you go back to 8 years or 10 years, then Microsoft, one of our former CEOs was telling Linux is a cancer. But after Satya Nadella, the current Microsoft CEO, comes to the picture, comes to the position, and being an open source lover and a core developer, he was trying to change the company. Right. As a result of that, now you can see the change we have done so far in the business, in the ecosystem. Now Microsoft is more open source friendly organization, being one of largest open source contributor in the world, with the acquisition of GitHub. And many people, were saying so many things when Microsoft was acquiring GitHub, but now what has really happened, right? Nothing has honestly happened. It's going as usual. And so not only GitHub, if you really look at our cloud computing platform, Microsoft Azure, we are fully focused on open source product stack, and we love open source and trying our best to motivate younger generation to embrace more and more open source technologies and softwares. So when you hear Microsoft Learn, first and foremost, Microsoft Learn is not only including Microsoft technology. I mean, if you want to learn about other non-Microsoft related technology, also you can find those technologies, also the know-how, the knowledge also on the platform. So these are some of the key benefits you get out of Microsoft Learn, as you can see on the screen. So we have followed microlearning guidelines. What is microlearning? You, me, and everyone really busy these days, right? Because our screen time is also really high. If you are doing learning activities in parallel to your internship or maybe any other jobs, you know how difficult it is, right? So when I say screen hours, when we were doing our activities in person, when we were working in our office in person, most of the time we had some rest, right? Even for our lunch. Now we don't have that even. I mean, for most of us. So because of that reason, our screen time is high. Then you won't even think of spending some more time in front of your computer after your working hours, right? So that is one reason. Even before COVID comes to the picture, this unprecedented time period comes to the picture, we were thinking about microlearning, because even before COVID, people were really busy, right? They wanted to learn something new when they have small time, right? Interval, break, maybe during before lunch or after lunch, maybe after their dinner time. They might not have 1 hour, 2 hour free time to learn something new. But if you get some learning content, maybe concise materials, maybe for 10 minutes, sometimes maybe for 1 hour maximum, right? Even I think for me, 30 minutes would be the ideal time period. And also with the younger generation, concentrating on something for a long time is really difficult. I mean, researchers and scientists says that it has already proved. I mean, with current technologies and all, that has happened for some reason. I don't know the reason, but that's the truth. So that's where micro-learning concept comes to the picture. So on Microsoft Learn platform, you not only find video clips, but you get opportunity to read something, and you get opportunity to answer for questions and earn points, badges, and everything. And also Microsoft was introducing this role-based learning paths and certification. So I will be touching certifications at the very end. But this role-based certification and learning paths are really important, right? One day some of you may want to become a software engineer, some of you may want to become a network engineer, to IT professional, even to maybe a business analyst or even businessman, who knows, right? So you have different job roles, different ambitions in your mind. So you can start learning, start grabbing this professional industry knowledge also while you continue your coursework, your degree, your academic work, number one. But second, I would say you should focus on grabbing industry knowledge while you are doing degree. Why I'm saying so now, if you really look at your university, in your batch, in the year you are gonna be graduated, sometimes in your university you will get more than 500 students, right? If you really look at all the universities in the country, government and private, more than 1,000 to 200, 1,200, sometimes 1,800. Students are coming out, right? Same year. So what would be your differentiation? How you are going to differentiate yourself among the that population? I think that matters, right? Because you won't get equal level opportunities, career opportunities in the market. But if you can differentiate yourself, if you can bring that unique value out of yourself when you are leaving the university with your graduation, with your degree, I think you'll be in a different position. I'm pretty sure. Because if you look at those 1,200 to 2,000 students, all of them may be having the same degree, right? Different levels, but it's still same degree. End of the day, all of them might have done the research or their project, coursework, and everything. So you have to think about that. So that's where learning these professional knowledge, grabbing these professional skills while you do your graduation or academic work comes to the picture, and that's why it's really important. So again, we have gamified. If you look at the middle column, so we have gamified and we have introduced achievements. So while doing courses, everyone like to earn points, right, to show their talents, show themselves, maybe sharing those badges on social media. I think everyone prefer that. Now you can do the same thing with Microsoft Learn as well. And again, Microsoft Learn is totally free, right? So you don't need to pay any amount of money. But if you really want to learn something, in a different level, maybe you can look at third-party, Coursera, to different third-party content providers also to learn these technologies. And in the third, fourth, and fifth points, I have mentioned few important points, right? So anyway, third point, I don't think it's relevant to Sri Lanka. None of the content available in Sinhalese. So I think Tamils, I can really comment, I can remember. But some of the content available in different languages, not in Sinhala or Tamil. But being an island, being living in an island, I don't think it's a bigger problem for us. But most importantly, when you're trying to learn, cloud computing, maybe on GCP or AWS or any other popular cloud platform, you always have to get yourself hands-on, right? You have to get hands-on experience. You can just learn cloud computing by looking at articles or by watching videos. You really have to do them by yourself. So how you can do this? What would be the biggest blocker when it comes to that? For me, it was having an account, right? When I was trying to learn Microsoft Azure. So there was a student subscription, yes, but again, with limited functionalities. So you get $100 for the 30 days time period, and then you can't renew it, right? Then if you are gonna create new trial account, you have to have credit card to prove, right, you are a human being, a real person. So likewise, there are so many blockers. It's really difficult being a student to create trial account time to time and work. Biggest advantage on Microsoft Learn, you don't need to even think about creating an Azure account. You just need to have your web browser, and you will get a trial sandbox environment created for you. You can simply, while doing now, let's say you are studying for AZ 900 certification or maybe AZ 104. Some of you may be familiar with these terms. Some of you might not. That doesn't matter. I was telling just names of our certifications. So when you're doing those certifications, you really need to have get those hands-on experience. So then you can simply go to Microsoft Learn and go through the learning path. When you're going through learning path, each module, you will get access to the sandbox environment. So while you will get some time to go through that, then automatically that sandbox environment will be deleted. When you're doing it again, you can get it. No limitations, right? And also when it comes to other coding script environments, Azure CLI to any scripting environment, you don't worry. You don't need to worry about those, because again, you get everything on your web browser. You don't need to install those plugins to add-ons, anything on your machine. You don't need to get your machine ready with a specific environment. You can keep it as it is and just use your web browser and get all the knowledge out of that. And again, if you want to try out themselves, I mean, by yourself on your machine, then again, you can download all code samples and scripts into your machine. So if I take you through the platform, I mean, this is how it basically looks like. So you can select your job role and select your course learning materials and follow it, right? So Microsoft is trying to incorporate everything into one place, because sometime back when you're trying to learn new knowledge, trying to gain those skills that you had to go anywhere, I mean everywhere, right? I mean the content was scattered all over the places. We had Virtual Academy, Channel 9 to YouTube channels, multiple places. Now you get everything under one hood. Not only Microsoft Learn, if you look at certifications, if you look at Microsoft Docs, documentation, everything now embedded into this same web page or website, in simple terms. Right? That's the benefit. Okay, this is a quick walkthrough to the platform. You can search Microsoft Learn on Google or Bing, and you can get into the web page. This is how it looks like. So on your left side, you can select your job role, and then the level. You may be a beginner, or you may be advanced or expert. Likewise, you can select the content, and the content type may be video, reading, or likewise you can select, and the products. You can select the product as well and do it. So this is how it looks like. This is a module. You can see this module consists of 6 units. To complete this module, it takes 3 hours and 20 minutes. And you get 200 experience points, XP. Now, if you look at one unit, this is what I was mentioning earlier. Now, to complete this unit, it will take only 3 minutes. So you can, spend 3 minutes and, go through it. If you have login to Microsoft Learn with your Microsoft account, the session will be saved. And when you come back, maybe or even after 1 week time, the completion will be recorded. Completion will be there. So you can continue with the second one. And you spend 10 minutes, go for another task and come back, any way. It's really flexible, and you to decide how you want to spend your time and go through the content. And the most important thing I want to highlight is this micro content methodologies, how we have adapted those methodologies on Microsoft Learn. I think this is what I was mentioning earlier. As you can see, to try out these commands, you don't need to install Azure CLI. You can simply use your web browser, right? On top of your web browser, you can test everything. And then this is important, right? After doing something, after learning something, you have to check your knowledge, and knowledge checks are available. You can complete knowledge check and earn badges and experience points. This is how public profile looks like. I'm not sure how many of you are familiar with Mr. Scott Guthrie. It's one of our vice presidents, and this is his profile. Maybe this is really old screenshot, but anyway, this is how it looks like. The dashboard will show your experience points, level, how many badges you have earned, how many trophies you have earned, etc. So now let's move to Microsoft Cloud Skills Challenge. So these are the important points why you really need to acquire new skills, why you really want to have these skill sets with you. Now, if you look at the third point, I will not be focusing on that, because some of these terms, because the same program we are running for our corporate enterprise customers as well, and not only for university students. So innovate. So if you want to innovate, maybe inside your university, but one day you
It seems that there's some kind of a technical issue, so I would like to kind of request all of you to stay with us until it's been resolved.
Sorry about that. I don't know what really happened. I got disconnected. Hope you can see my screen again. I believe so. I don't know at what point I lost the connection, because I was keep talking. So was it this slide or?
Yes, it is this slide.
All right. Okay, cool. And so what I was saying, if you really want to, go up in your career ladder, even inside your university, if you want to be, differentiate yourself, always you have to be innovative, right? Maybe when you are doing, when you're answering a exam paper, when you are answering your lecturer's question, when you are doing some teamwork, always you have to be innovative, right? Irrespective of being inside your university or workplace or anywhere. So to become innovative, you have to be with latest technology know-how. So Microsoft Learn platform will definitely help you there. And you can be competitive, right? So when you become more innovative, you always be competitive, right? And if you are on a business, but one day you may be an entrepreneur or you may be joining an industry company, right? So you have to grow your business. So these are the skills. This is why you need to acquire these latest knowledge. So moving on. So again, these are things I was mentioning earlier. So you have to invest in training your teams, right? I mean, this slide I believe not very much relevant to you as a university student, but one day, I mean, very soon, right? I mean, 2, 3, 4 years is not a long time. One day you'll be in an organization. So keep learning. That's the most important thing. So if you are in IT industry, things are getting changed so quickly. If you're not if you're not ready to change, if you're not ready to learn new skills daily basis, so you'll be in a great trouble. So start that practice now. Start learn new things. Don't just limit yourself to your academic work. Again, academic work #1 priority, but spend some time on learning this, grabbing this industry knowledge, know-how as well. So I think Indrajit and the team will take you through Microsoft Cloud Skills Challenge. So you are the, I think, 7th or 8th university in Sri Lanka to launch this program. Again, thanks to Mr. Indrajit and the team. So they will take you through the challenge, how you can engage, how you can register, what the first step, and then where you need to be, how you can go through the guidebook and follow those best practices to make sure your names are getting reflected properly. And at the end of the day, you will be eligible to earn Microsoft branded swags from Microsoft. So if you want to earn those swags, you have to be competitive, you have to learn new stuff, you have to spend some time on learning and time on Microsoft Learn platform. I think if I recall my experience with previous 6, 7 universities, some universities, there were students who were completing all 102 modules within 2 days. Sometimes some students were completing it within few hours, just for the sake of earning points. Because from the platform perspective, when you press next, you can complete the module and even earn the badge, but you have to be honest to yourself. So I would like to request you, don't just press next without grabbing that knowledge. So learn it well, and then it will be beneficial for you. This is not about just earning certs. You have to learn as well. If you learn it, you will automatically earn it. Swags and many more other benefits. So and these are some of the things I was discussing earlier, right? I mean, you have to create a learning culture inside your university, inside your batch, because that practice will be continued even when you are in an industry organization. And one thing I was highlighting, keeps skill current. You have to keep your skills up to date, right? So, and also this will help you to identify your gaps in terms of skills and know-how, knowledge in this specific area. And once you are in an organization, definitely these practices, these best practices, these good practices will help you to get more promotions soon. And yes, of course, we provide incentives. We are incentivizing you for learning new stuff, grabbing this technology know-how. So that's why we have introduced these swags and other incentivized mechanisms to motivate you. So these are some of the predefined collections content we have. So we have created a special collection on Azure targeting you, university students, because we know your preferences, we know where you need to start. So by considering all these things, we have created a collection with 102 modules. So start today. I think the challenge was launched at 6 p.m. today. So the people or students who have registered will get an email from the organizing committee. I don't want to spend much time there. I will let Indrajit and team to take you through that process. But even after Cloud Skills Challenge, keep learning new technologies. So Microsoft is no longer Microsoft is open source friendly company. That's what I want to highlight again. So if you have that kind of mindset, I think it's the right time to get out of it. But still, if you want to be there, up to you to decide where you want to go. That's fine. If you have any questions, you can raise it on the IM window. I will be staying until the end, so and answering your questions. Indrajit and the team, thank you so much. Organizing team, people who were behind that. I know there were a lot of effort bringing this challenge to live within few days. Great work, and looking forward to engage with you, your NSBM Force community from Microsoft angle. If you're organizing anything, let us know, and we can definitely support you wherever possible. Thank you very much. Have a good evening.
Thank you very much, sir, for sharing your knowledge with us. Now, it's time that we delve deeper into the Cloud Skills Challenge. Microsoft Learn stood
Now let's move on to the Cloud Skills Challenge. Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador Srila Sachin Taya is ready to demonstrate how to make an account in Microsoft Learn and explain further about the Cloud Skills Challenge. So it's here to you, Srila.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. I will be showing you how to create the Microsoft Learn account and how to complete the profile, and then I will show you about these specific things about the Microsoft Learn platform. So I will first share the screen. So this is the homepage of the Microsoft Learn platform. So you have to you need a Microsoft account for signing into this platform. So you can easily create one for free. Currently, I will be using old account. So you can, after you create account, you can sign into this platform. Then after you sign in, this is the screen you are greeted into. So I was using this for some time. So there are some courses I haven't finished. And after that, we will be sending a link to the challenges page after the event. So you will be greeted to here. Then you can register to the challenge by clicking this, and after you can see how much time you have left. So from today to March 31st, you can complete this challenge. And currently the leaderboard is not loading. I will be joined to the challenge. So first it says to start learning, and it will show the challenges available. So as Prabhat said, there are 116 modules. You have to complete as much as possible within the time. Before you create these, start joining these ones, you have to fill few things in your profile. First, you have to set a display name according to our rules. So I will be. So here you have to use this format for the display name, NSBM underscore, and then your NSBM student ID. So the username, for example, if your NSBM ID is 21007229, then you should set your display name to NSBM underscore 21007229. So other names will not be valid for the competition. And also you have to set a profile picture. So under the profile, in the settings section, you can set your display name here. So I will set mine according to the rules. And I have already added profile picture, so I'll save it. Okay. Then you can go back to the challenge screen and you can start completing a challenge. For example, I will be choosing this one. So Prabhas explained these things. This 38 minutes means the estimate time it takes to complete this and amount of units. And you can start the challenge by pressing the start. So it will take you to the first module, the first unit. There are 8 units, and this first unit is just a explanation of the first course. So in some modules, there are some special things in the course, such as code sandboxes. So I believe, for example, the code sandboxes are the Azure Cloud Shell, which means that you won't have to switch to the Azure and open the Cloud Shell. This will automatically open a Cloud Shell next to your course unit. So you don't have to leave the browser tab, and you can do the challenge just by staying in without leaving the browser tab. And Microsoft Learn provides all these sandboxes for free. You don't have to create a paid account or anything. And this Cloud Skills Challenge is only available for NSBM students. And after this session, you will be getting an email about how to join the challenge and other information about the platform. So I wish you all the luck and continue with learning in the Microsoft Learn platform. Thank you.
Thank you, Sri Lalaye. I really believe that all of you got a clear idea about Microsoft Learn and the Cloud Skills Challenge. Now we're almost at the end of today's event, but before we wrap up things for today, I believe that Indrajit Iyer has a few words to say. It's here to you, Indrajit Iyer.
Hello, I think you all can hear me. So good evening all, and thank you so much for joining. First, for the audience, actually we started the registration 2 days back. You quickly registered and came to the event. I really appreciate that momentum, and let's keep going on. And especially thank you, Prabhat sir, for accepting the invitation and joining the session. And Srilal, thank you so much for your for sharing ideas with us about how to logging into the Microsoft Learn and so on. And finally, thank you so much the first community NSBM. I didn't do much work. All of the works I just called Harindu, and he and the team did those stuff, right? So actually thank you so much for helping to organize such event at NSBM Green University, and let's keep this momentum in future as well. And finally, I have one note for the participants of the event. So hopefully in today night you will get an email. All of you guys will get an email how the login URL. So through that URL you can log in, and you will be getting a document which like a user guide document. You can go through that document, and it will be contain all the information that we discussed today. So I think we all clear now. If you have any questions, you can contact organizing committee at any given time. And thank you so much again. Okay, good night.
Thank you, Aye. We really hope that all of you will participate in this challenge, as you will be able to polish your cloud skills through this. And not to mention winning some cool swags. But I really hope that you won't do it just for the sake of winning swags, and honestly participate in it and learn something worthwhile. And thank you so much, everyone, for staying with us throughout the session until the end. And so, with the hopes of meeting again with another valuable session like this, let's bid farewell for now. Stay safe, everyone, and good luck to all of you to win this challenge.
Quick note, if any of you have any problem with creating or joining the challenge, please send a message in the WhatsApp group. I'm also available in all those WhatsApp groups. If you have any problem or question, please ask. Thank you.